Good evening, folks. It's Thursday evening and it's 7:45, and this is just really a vlog about the situation at the moment. All I'm going to say is I've been on social media and scrolling through pages. Excuse me, and the door's bugging me. Yeah, I've been on social media and I've scrolled through pages and pages and pages, and the worrying thing that I've noticed, and I don't know whether you can agree with this, is the amount of experts there are now on coronavirus. Now, yes, everybody's got their opinion on it, where it came from, what it does, how it affects you, blah, blah, blah. But I've got my opinion of what it is and how it happened. But I am not going to go posting it on Facebook or social media. And the reason being, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to voice your opinion like that, because you're only guessing, like I would be if I had to go at it. I would only be guessing. So if this was a guessing game, fantastic. But you are basically trying to convince people of your theory. Now, if you've got somebody who is willing to believe anything, they might take your to heart. So say you said that, just let's say you posted on there that everybody who catches it will die. You might scare somebody so badly that they end up taking their own life because of it, because they're scared of catching it. So do me a favour, don't be an expert on social media, because it's bad. It's really, really bad. I've read so far about conspiracy theories. It's not really as bad as they say. It's 10 times worse than they say. It was done on purpose. It was an accident. It's come from the sky. It's come from the ground. It's come from animals. I've heard everything, right? And do you know how much of it I believe? None. Because I don't want to. But there are people out there who will believe it. You are damaging a lot of people by typing stuff like that on Facebook. People do not want to hear your conspiracy theories. They do not want to hear what you think is causing it. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, because that's what I'm doing. I'm not going to go on. I mean, I did a joke post about 3 weeks ago saying that it came from Thunderbird 4 and it was a comic, that all this kind of stuff. But that was a made-up joke post just to lighten the atmosphere, because so many posts I'd seen on Facebook were people saying what's caused it, what it does to you. And they don't know. They aren't doctors. They aren't medical experts. Unless they are a doctor, they are a medical expert, and you have heard it firsthand from them, then don't believe it. Because like I said, I wasn't going to do a vlog tonight, but I've just been scrolling down the Facebook page, and the amount of experts. I mean, you've got people who literally their life used to revolve around watching EastEnders and Coronation Street. And now suddenly the brain surgeons, the geophysicists, they are experts on diseases and viruses and medical health conditions. They're experts on the economy and finance. They're experts on everything, all because they've read it on Facebook. I'm not an expert on anything I've read on Facebook, mate. Trust me, I take stuff I read on Facebook with a pinch of salt. I really do. You know, unless they tell me and give me physical evidence or scientific proof, I will not believe it. Because I have learned over my life that being gullible, sometimes you will believe anything. Excuse me, my glasses are doing me head in. I can't work out whether it's my head that's not leveling me glasses. And you will believe anything. And there are people out there who, through no fault of their own, don't get me wrong, they will believe it. And you could scare some people half to death with some of this talk, what's on there. I mean, I've read stories that say once you get this virus, you are going to die. Well, that's a load of cobblers to start with, but that's only my opinion. I don't know it's a load of cobblers, so I won't go telling people it is. But then again, I won't also be going telling them that it's going to kill them if they get it. You know, I won't do. I mean, I've just read on there as well that apparently somebody says that you're more susceptible if you're a male aged between 50 and 80. Well, where's the evidence for that? Where have they dug that up from? I'll tell you what, I'll give you the clue, right? This is my guess as to who will catch it. You've either got to be male or female and aged between 0 and 125. And then you've got a chance of catching it. That's my opinion. Because nobody knows. It's unprecedented. So there's no real experts on this condition yet, this virus yet. So do me a favour, Don't print it on Facebook. Don't go on there spouting that you know, because you don't know. You're guessing. You're guessing. And you're putting more lives at risk by putting stuff like that on there. Jack Daniels and Coke. Just a little aside, if you've never tried Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey with a bit of Pepsi Max, you are missing a blinding drink. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's nice on its own, don't get me wrong, but I can't drink it on its own now because I've got gastric conditions and stomach disorders and God knows what else. Now I'm going to make you laugh here. I had a dream the other night. Now I don't get what this dream's about, so if anybody can explain this to me, please tell me. I dreamt that I can't remember what happened, but I started noticing little marks on my legs, little welts on my legs. And this is in my dream, bear in mind. And I started picking at these welts on my legs. And all of a sudden there were leaves. And I was pulling radishes out my legs. And I couldn't figure it out. And I woke up completely going, what the bloody hell was that about? And if anybody can figure out what that dream means, please tell me, because I haven't got a clue. When I told Deb, she burst out laughing and nearly fell off the bed laughing. I told my mate next door, I thought he was going to drop his cup of tea or spit his coffee all over the place like. I don't know what the dream means. And I told my sister, and my sister didn't stop laughing for about 5 minutes. I was like, I only had a dream. I can't help what I dream, and I don't know where it's come from, because I certainly have never actually experienced pulling radishes out of my legs by the stems. I must admit, it's not really something you'd think about. Anyway, I haven't been doing a lot. I think I've finished Assassin's Creed Odyssey now, and I'm going through the painstaking process of trying to buy Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, I don't know whether you know, but most PC games now don't come on disc. They come as download codes. And there's a thing called Uplay, which Ubisoft run. And I went on there, and I know I'm a member because I've got free games on there and also games that I've uploaded on there myself from when I've owned them. So I went on there, and I tried to log into my account, and it said I'd already authenticated two-step verification and to find the codes which were sent to me when I first registered with them. Well, that was about 4 years ago, so I went through all my emails and I couldn't find anything. I was at it for about an hour altogether to try and get into this account so that I could actually work out if I wanted to get Assassin's Creed Origins on PC. And I spent so long going through verifications and having codes sent to me phone and codes sent to me email. Anyway, I eventually got in and found out that I've got about 9 games on there, including the very, very brilliant, if you ever get a chance to play it on PC before the second one comes out, Beyond Good and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil is a brilliant game. It's like an adventure game, and you have to kill things in it, but what the game is actually about is taking photographs. You actually use a camera and take photographs of the things that are all around you, and you get marks and fill albums and stuff. It's a very, very bizarre game. And number 2's coming, well, hopefully number 2's coming out, because I'm officially known as a space monkey. What, you may ask? Right, Ubisoft, when you first apply and you try to do beta testing with them, which means you test games before they come out on the market, I became a space monkey, because that's what they call us, people who are waiting. And I'm one of the space monkeys that's in line to play Beyond Good and Evil 2. And now I've got an absolutely top-of-the-range base unit, PC. I'm looking forward to playing it. So that'll be interesting. That'll be something different. That'll be something I'll want to show you, because I'll be able to show you a beta test of it, which obviously means you'll be able to see the game before it becomes available, unless I'm not allowed to, in which case I won't. And also, the other thing I've just noticed, I've been on YouTube, and of course, YouTube has got another 4 billion experts on COVID. Right, they've all got their own theories, they've all got their own solutions, they've all done videos of lockdowns and quarantines and all sorts of stuff. Now, you give me a video of people trying to live a normal life and have it down to earth, like a bit like a reality type thing, and I will watch it. I don't mind that. There's a woman who I subscribed to the other day, her and her husband, who basically just do normal things on a day-to-day basis and then record it. Great, it's good, because it's normality. But you get people who are just sitting there talking non-stop about COVID and about, I know a friend who knows a friend who knows a friend who died of it, and so on and so forth. And you think to yourself, I don't want to hear this. You know, I do my YouTube vlogs because It gives me a break from that. It gives me a chance to be myself, which, you know, I do actually enjoy doing. And now I've got 713 or 14 subscribers. You know, I know that people do actually like watching me vlogs. I know, like I said, I'm sorry they're not that interesting, but the people who do watch them have actually commented that, you know, I do good vlogs, and that's nice to know, because I am down to earth. I'm a down to earth person. I've not got tons of money. I can't go out and buy Rolex watches and tell you about all the wealth I've got and show you around a 14-bedroom mansion. You know, we live in a 3-bedroom semi-detached house, and it's not ours. You know, we don't own it. Hey, I tell you what, the other day, well, yesterday actually, as if anything couldn't get worse. Now, bear in mind, we're in self-isolation, quarantining ourselves, right? We're basically not answering, you know, only answering the door, but making sure people step well back. So, of course, what happened yesterday? The cistern goes on the toilet, the lavatory. It wouldn't fill up at all. I took the top off it and had a little look, because I'm no plumber, so don't ask me to do anything to do with plumbing. But I had a little look, and literally it was not filling up. So I had to get in touch with the landlord, who had to get in touch with the plumber. The plumber had my number. He then rang me last night, and they're coming in Saturday morning, because he is absolutely chock-a-block full of work, and he's the only plumber on the books of this company. So we've got a little bit of waiting to do. Now, I've just found out, I'm not going to mention any names, but I've just found out a really good friend of mine, her little lad, is not very well. He's only 6 months old, and he's very, very, very ill. So this is a shout out. They'll know who it is. If they watch this vlog, they'll know who I'm talking about, and it's a shout out to him. And I hope he has a really speedy recovery, and I hope his mum's strong enough, you know, to cope with this, because she is one hell of a strong woman. Trust me, this woman is strong. You know, you do not. This woman can battle through anything, and she's done it before, and she'll do it again. So I'm wishing her and the little boy all the best and a nice speedy recovery, because what people forget is that while all this is going on, everything's centered around this one thing, and they've got to remember that as well as this going on, life goes on as well. So people are getting ill, and it's nothing to do with COVID. People are having accidents, falling downstairs, or you know, getting hit by buses. Life is going on, you know. Unfortunately, life is also going on when it shouldn't be. What I mean by that is, we have got the bank holiday weekend coming up. Tomorrow's Good Friday, and Easter weekend at Blackpool. You won't know, I'll just explain. Blackpool is a seaside town in the UK on the northwest coast, and it is very, very popular with holidaymakers, particularly on bank holidays. Now, normally we cram about 500,000 people in on a bank holiday in Blackpool, and we don't want any this year. We don't want them this year. We don't want them to go to caravan parks. We don't want them to come onto the beaches. We don't want them to be on the fronts, because social distancing still applies, even though it's a bank holiday. You know, it's a bank holiday weekend, but it still applies. It doesn't mean, oh, because it's Easter weekend, we can all go up on holiday. It means you do exactly what you're told to do. You stay at home, because we don't want you this year. We do not want tourists this year, because we know that if the tourists come for this weekend and they come in the droves, we are going to have to spend a hell of a lot longer in isolation because of their stupidity. And it's not something we can control. So I'm appealing to them, if they've got a brain cell amongst them, to please do not come up to Blackpool for your weekend. Don't do it, because we won't be welcoming you with open arms. Nothing's open. Everywhere that could possibly be shut is shut. So you won't get your usual walk down the fronts and candy flossies and all this kind. You won't get none of that, because it's all locked down completely. My sister told me that she'd seen a report that the M6 was absolutely jam-packed full, chock-a-block of caravans. Now, when caravans are on the M6, one of their main routes is to Blackpool, because as you go up the M6 in the UK, Blackpool is the big turn-off point. Junction M55, I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. And if you come off the M55, you go straight into Blackpool. And I'm hoping them who are going up that M6 are going straight up, because we do not want them. We really don't. We can't have them. We can't have them. I don't want to turn on the TV tomorrow and find out that the bloody beach is packed solid full of holiday makers, because we will be absolutely fuming. And you've got to be careful, because if people in Blackpool get really, really angry that this is happening, I wouldn't think what some of them might do, because some of them, I'm saying that the anger could get the better of them. And, you know, they could end up smashing the cars or whatever. I don't know. I haven't got a clue. Me, personally, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying indoors. I've got a little bit of decking, as you can see out the back, that way. Yep, see there, just through the back window. That's our little balcony decking thing. It's about 25 foot across and about 45 foot wide. And that's where we stand. Because we know about the social isolation, the isolation thing, self-isolation and social distancing. You know, we aren't going anywhere. All the groceries have been ordered. They were ordered last week and they came. That's not a problem. My sisters asked us if we needed anything last night for picking up today, and we didn't. We've got everything we need. So, you know, we're doing it. And up until yesterday, Blackpool fronts was empty completely. It was brilliant to see. There was not a soul on Blackpool fronts. They showed you all the way up the shore. Nothing, nobody. I'm praying that it's like that tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, because if all them holiday makers descend on Blackpool, we are going to be in such a mess. We really are. I haven't got any unboxings yet. I've had two notifications off Zavi that they have actually taken the payment for, the Z box and for the threads. So once I get them, you'll be able to see my new unboxing videos, which are quite cool actually. I'm impressed with them anyway, and I did them. Thank you for all those people who watched my video poem the other day. I was wondering actually whether if I reach 1,000 subscribers, whether get people to select. I'll put a list of my poems and get people to select them, and I will do them a personal video poem using one of my poems, and only they can have it then. And I'm wondering whether that would make a good prize for somebody. What do you think? You think if you were given one and it's unique to you, and it's a poem written by me, and don't forget I am a published poet and a published author, so it's not like I'm just like Fred who just writes his own poems. So I'm just thinking whether that would make a good present, because a lot of my viewers are foreign and abroad, and I don't think that if I did a box to send to people, I would be able to send it to places like Thailand and Singapore and stuff like that, because it would cost a fortune, and I don't really want to do that. So I can't really say if it's in the UK you can have a box full of stuff, but if you're in a foreign country you can have a video poem. So I think I'll just do the video poem, I think. But what do you think anyway? Let me know. Leave a comment. Leave a comment and let me know if you think it's a good idea and whether you would like to have a video poem. And if you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about, if you have a look through my previous vlogs, you'll see two video poems, one called Million and one called They Are For You. And I write the poems myself. I make them all, I don't pick them out of books or nothing. They are my poems. I've written over 400 poems, so it's a lot to write in 30 years, because that's how long I've been writing properly. Anyway, I've rattled on again. I'm finished with the vlog for the day. You all take care, and I'll do another vlog soon. Bye for now.